how it is that these rules really explain common experience. That will be more difficult for you to understand. What is not difficult is this. Well, that's difficult enough, yes, because it's so strange, but it's no more difficult for you than for the students, and no less difficult. I know sometimes I hear people coming to my lecture to say, oh, I'm going to come to your lecture, although I know I'm not going to understand anything. It makes me feel bad. Or when they come up afterwards, they say, oh, I enjoyed your lecture. It was lots of fun, but I didn't understand anything you said. I really am trying to make myself clear. So I would like to discuss this with you. Will you please keep coming in spite of the fact that you don't understand it? Because I don't understand it either. And the fun of it is that it's so mysterious, okay? That's the fun of it. So this business about understanding requires just a few words. And so I'm going to say something about the relationship, and I would hope to get some of your cooperation. Sometimes you don't understand because, say, the languages, the fellow comes from America and he talks too fast. That's my fault, and I apologize. I hope it's all right. That's a kind of trivial difficulty, relatively. Next kind of not understanding is because you perhaps use new words. That's an accident that comes because I'm working technically and I use the words every day, and I forget that everybody doesn't know what they mean, and I have to be very careful. Again, my job. And then there's a kind of saying that you don't understand it, meaning I don't believe it, it's too crazy, it's the kind of thing I'm not going to accept it. The other part, well, this kind, I hope you'll come along with me. You'll have to accept it. Because it's the way nature works. If you want to know the way nature works, we looked at it carefully. Look at it, that's the way it looks. You don't like it? Go somewhere else. To another universe where the rules are simpler. Philosophically more pleasing, more psychologically easy. I can't help it, okay? If I'm going to tell you honestly what the world looks like to human beings who have struggled as hard as they can to understand it, I can only tell you what it looks like, and I cannot make it any simpler. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to simplify it. I'm not going to fake it. I'm not going to tell you it's something like a ball bearing on a spring. It isn't. So I'm going to tell you what it really is like, and if you don't like it, that's too bad, okay? There's also the possibility that you don't understand because you get a bit confused and you're sure that you must have misinterpreted what I said or something like that, and you get turned off, and that's, of course, a difficulty. Let me assure you that most of the time you did interpret correctly what I said, because if it does, it's going to be so shocking the way nature actually works that you're not going to believe that either. I faked it. I'm not telling you the full story, that for the students I have another way of explaining it, or something like that. It is not true. I'm going to be honest, okay? So I'm going to ask you to try not to get turned off, and not to be afraid, relax, and enjoy it. Realize that nobody understands it.